first and 10.
Here we go. Cut, cut.
Now ETN to start the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Ready. Striker. Ready.
Another toe for ETN. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Well, look at this Arizona defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
Now you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Second and 10.
Let's go. Red. Black. 95. Set. Go.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Let's go now. 52 bull. Set.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. He got 29 yards that time. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23.
60 red. Black shot. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Black 40.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there in the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man here is Benson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down and 3. A give left side for Benson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Corliss Waitman now.
It's 4th down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Warren, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
65 catch, 65 catch.
He'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go.
A give up the middle with Benson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. You look at this Colt defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
He'll try and do this himself. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Down the field, he's got one. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 49.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And this one is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll try the left side with ETN. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Let's go. 52 boom.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in. It's been tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line.
And the Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Blue, 32. Set.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
45. White. White. Set.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete to Pierce. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Let's go now. 50. Green. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this 1st half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Travis Etienne. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. That is complete to Michael Wilson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The rookie from Tennessee orchestrating things well. It's a first down here.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
On first down, it's Benson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Back to throw now on first down. And Wilson with it, complete. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Waste of time. Teamwork. Guys, what are you doing? It's not over, you know. Why are you giving up? Seriously, just disgraceful.
Ready.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Come on. Set. Panther up. 18 Cardinal.
They'll set up to throw. They'll try and do this himself. And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Ready, break.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Come on, set.
They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Here we go, set. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Pierce. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Picked up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, down at the 33. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Pierce. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ready?
Now back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, the answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
A touch of time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
It feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And that will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback or running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because The way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Set, hut. 10 block, ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
On the ball.
First down, Colts.
52 blaster. Ready?
They go play action here on first down.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Blue, 32. Ready?
Back to throw here. From the left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Come on, set. 45, white, huge, yellow.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And his kick is right there. It's good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Let's go.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance. And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Loose inside the 30. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
23 yards on the play.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
First and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Practice, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Wide open receiver complete. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready, ready. Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And oh, he spins past him and into space. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
60 vices, 60 vices.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1.
43-yard line.
Short one here, caught by McBride. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He'll try and do this himself. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball a lot. You end up throwing a pick.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an all. It's perfect second half and down 3 scores. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They run over center with Benson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's 4th down.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash, this from 33. And this one is right through. And that will close the gap down to 14.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it. And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do.
And it's a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he's got Pierce.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Timing was just a bit off, and that can happen occasionally, even with these fine professionals in the NFL.
On those out routes, that requires precision, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. Everyone has to be in sync from the time the quarterback hits his back foot and delivers the ball to the receiver turning to find it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The 2nd down pass intercepted. The Cardinals take over.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
2nd and 4.
Caught by Wilson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
Here we go. Start. 7 Viking.
They're going to look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go. Ready?
And they'll go again with Etienne. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Travis Etienne with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
First and 10 at the 47.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Short one here, caught by McBride. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now they'll change things up.
2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 6. Then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, here's Benson. And the ball is knocked out. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Running out of the gun here with Benson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2 yards on the pickup.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Short one here, caught by McBride. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
65. Hey. Warrior 70.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Mustang 19. Go.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Wilson from 17 yards out. And the Cardinals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Cardinals 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
On the ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
33, yellow.
ETN up the middle. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 26. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Ready?
ETN once more. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Straight ahead, ETN. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. He'll get that underneath ETN. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Colts extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Cardinals 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 70 yards. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Colts 34, Cardinals 19.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Trying to lay one up deep. Touchdown, Colts. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Cardinals 19.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Here we go. Ready.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace where the other offense are going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Let's go.
Second and 13. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Right, 95. Set.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Now he's free at the 35. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Intercepted.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault.
And the Colts are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will unfortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Back to throw now on first down. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Colts up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.